Theme parks are a popular pastime for a plethora of pleasure seekers. But even the least thriftiest of thrill seekers would like to know where, what, when and how before they wave their wallets. And some need to know before they plan to go. Join me, Charles, and he, Henry, as we discover the sights that these settings have to offer. Let us be the key to unlock the gates of your next theme park experience. The yes, no's, maybes and definitely nots of a park peruse. This is Theme Park Roundup. In this episode we head to an island in Surrey, in the south of England, that takes a reasonable 1.8 million visitors a year. A jewel of the south, attracting the likes of the In-Betweeners and regular visits in the early 90s by the Royal Princes. This is the perfect place to get your quintessential kicks. It's Thorpe Park. Situated within 9 miles of Heathrow Airport, Thorpe Park can be accessed by junctions 11 and 13 of the M25 or by catching a train to the sleepy town of Staines, a location made famous in the 1860s for the invention of lino. The town no longer manufactures the flooring, so I suppose it's easy to get rid of Staines from lino. In 2012, Staines decided it wanted to go places again and added a Pond Thames to its name. However, here in Staines, specifically the train station car park, is where one is greeted by the 9:50 express bus, which takes you straight to Thorpe Park for a £4 return. Located just to the right of the Thorpe Park Dome, the Thorpe Shark Cabins is Thorpe Park's only on-site accommodation. Opening in 2013 as the Crash Pads, this 90-bedroom shipping container development was only meant to be a temporary thing. However, Thorpe Park never built their planned 250-room hotel, so this still exists for guests today. Looks a bit okay, yeah, it's really changing it.
Yeah, it does actually. All those weird gym shit. There's absolute miles.
My God, this is more walking than we'll probably do tomorrow.
It feels like, you know, when you're walking down a road and it just elongates.
Yeah,
It feels like that.
Crazy maze, extended always.
I'm getting vertigo, mate.
Never going to stop. It's freezing too.
Yeah, it's quite cold, though. That wind's not nice.
Yeah, right on the lake. Absolutely.
Right.
Oh wow, this is tiny.
That is.
This is tiny.
To be fair to them though, it does look like a boat one.
Yeah, it's a boat cabin. It's
Very
absolutely minute.
There we go. The lights are on there.
Well, I'm not sleeping on one of those bunk beds. I am not. I'm bagging this. A cabin like this one ranges from £47 per person depending on time of year and comes with a free second day park entry and 10% off shops and restaurants at the park.
Oh, Peter's taking bottom bunk. Do I have to sleep on the top bunk?
Nah.
Fancy sharing.
Oh my God, at least it'd be warm tonight with us so close together. Due to the camera being turned off, we show you the lovely cramped toilet space where you can go loo and wash your toes in the shower at the same time. Now a jarring cut back to us.
I'm actually going to test the bed and see what it's like. Oh shit!
You even filmed there?
It's not designed for me. Oh my God!
Give me that hand. Up your legs.
Oh Jesus! Oh, it's like being in a coffin. And it's very wobbly.
Oh my God, I was not expecting it being this bad.
Yeah. I feel like I've just like died and someone's buried me.
Oh,
What's that
wow.
like though?
He's got a nice little line.
That's perks.
So, to sum up, the room is quite small. As night rolls in, I feel it's time to talk about the history of Thorpe Park. Founded in 1979 after RMC, yes you heard me correctly, Ready Mixed Concrete, decided to flood their disused quarry and turn the area into a leisure resort. The park originally featured an early England aesthetic with Celtic, Norman, Viking and Stone Age areas. Through the 80s and 90s, permanent rides and attractions started being installed, with Space Station Zero still operating despite relocation and renaming to Flying Fish being opened in 1984. More success arrived at the park when in 1998 the Two Swords Group purchased the park, and within 8 years the park had the at time tallest water ride in Europe with Tidal Wave, the world's first 10 looping roller coaster Colossus, a volcano themed B&M in Nemesis Inferno, and 205 foot 0 to 80 miles per hour in 1.9 seconds fastest roller coaster in the United Kingdom, Stealth. In 2007, Two Swords was bought and merged to become Merlin Entertainments, along with its sister sites Alton Towers, Chessington World of Adventures and Legoland Windsor. And that's where we are now, in Thorpe Park. Morning starts how every holiday morning should, with a plate of croissants and a full English breakfast to boot. Breakfast was served in the dome, which has always been part of Thorpe Park's identity, as it is through this iconic structure that you enter the park. Entrances are designed to entrance, and therefore me and Henry pass some nice comments on what Thorpe Park initially shows us.
So, this is quite nice. Not really much here. If you think about it, it's quite a wide open space.
Quite a nice entrance, isn't it, really? It's quite open, it's quite relaxing.
I quite like the look of the infinity bar, to be fair. That's quite nice. All the lights and stuff. It doesn't look dead, which is good.
Yeah, it's especially when it's busy though. It's still got the old designs on the floor there. The old starfish. They don't really go with the completely blacked over.
No, you're right. They probably need to redo the floor. Yeah.
And redo the sides as well. Do you know, Henry, that this used to be called the Lord Mountbatten Dome? Because it was opened by Mountbatten in 1979.
Nice.
And they then made this under the Sea Fiend.
Right. Yeah. That's not good, is it?
No, not good at all.
That's a sick joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably something they should have thought about after, naming it after him. He tragically passed away 3 months later, and then they made it under the Sea Fiend.
Known as the base camp, the dome offers a large open space for groups to meet during their trips to Thorpe Park, and offers a gorgeous view of the park from its balcony, indicating how small the island really is. Now that we have finished looking at that impressive view, we turn to look at the park's map. Thorpe Park has 8 areas to visit. Port and Base Camp, distinguished by the dome, the Lost City where Colossus resides, Old Town, which contains Saw, the Dockyard, the Jungle, known for Nemesis Inferno, Angry Birds Land, Amity, situated around Tidal Wave but also containing Stealth, and Swarm Island, where the Swarm is located.
Oh, we missed as well. Come on, Henry.
As day 1 begins, we first head up to Colossus, the world's first 10 inversion roller coaster, an intimate ride designed by Werner Sturgill with consultation from famed British attraction designer John Wardley. This ride cost £13.5 million to make and takes up most of the southern flank of the park. For personal reasons, it is fitting that we visit Colossus first, as this is where 8-year-old excessively tall me began my roller coaster experiences.
Holy moly. Heads back. Wow.
Oh, what lovely morning sun.
This is a beautiful view.
Nice view over the park. Remember, no hands.
Yep, no hands, got it.
Oh, I'm scared about how close this metal seat is in front of me.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Hands up. Going round. Oh, Jesus.
And here we go. One more. Oh my god. Wow.
That was a good start to the day.
Yes, it was. A really nice rush of wind to wake us up. Those corkscrews there, they were hanging a bit too long. Proper rush of blood to the head.
I agree.
Upon realising they're called the Heartline Rolls corkscrews, we stormed through Ranger County without even giving it a second glance. Situated at the back of the park is the B&M still inverted Nemesis Inferno, known as the little sister of Alton Towers' Nemesis. In 2004 this roller coaster held the record for the most naked people on a roller coaster, a title that was then claimed by its older sibling. Before we ride, I quickly stopped to tell Henry, and an attention-grabbing Leaf, a short history of the area.
Henry, before Nemesis Inferno existed here was a ride called Mr. Rabbit's Tropical Travels, and it featured a little dark section, still boat ride. We had a dark section with these animal animatronics that sang Sir Paul McCartney's We All Stand Together, the Frog Chorus. When in July 2000 a massive fire ripped over this area and all those animatronics melted.
Oh.
And in their honour, they built Nemesis Inferno, a massive volcano.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
so now
lovely
instead
fun.
of animatronics that burnt to death, it's now
It's the fire that caused
the
it.
fire. Yeah, great. Great.
Henry, we have to be our politest queuing on this ride, because we do not want to look like inconsiderate arseholes.
Off we go.
Henry, try not to think of all the naked students that have sat on this ride.
Oh no, don't say that.
I really hope they wash the seats.
Oh yeah. Oh! That's over so quick.
Oh, so dizzy.
Thorpe Park has 7 roller coasters and 4 water rides, but that does not mean it is entirely orientated towards thrill seekers, with Amity Beach located near the entrance allowing for parents, children and landlocked beach dreamers a chance to spend a day splashing in the pool and taking advantage of the water slides. In the park, Karma rides exist offering lemon and herb to medium thrills for enthusiast taste buds, such as Quantum, Flying Fish, Vortex and Zodiac in the Lost City, with the Karma Rumba Rapids and traditional spinning teacups in the jungle on the other side of the park beyond 4D cinema. But for thrill seekers like me and Hen, we head over to Stealth, the UK's second tallest but fastest roller coaster. Jutting 205 feet into the skyline, Stealth is clearly seen from outside the park. This intermittent accelerator coaster is one of Thorpe Park's most popular attractions and offers pleasant views of the Surrey countryside and the adjacent M25.
Forward and brace yourselves. 3, 2, 1, go, go!
Oh, Jesus! And that's it.
That braking was not nice.
As day 1 draws to a close, we now turn our attention from rides to food. Thorpe Park considers food a great priority and as such have devoted a whole section of the park to it, with other outlets appearing sporadically elsewhere. However, for the overnight guests there is only one place to fill your bellies when the park is closed, the currently called Infinity Bar and Kitchen, located in the Dome. Infinity Bar is where Shark Cabin stayers are served both breakfast and dinner at the right times of the day. It is here where me and Henry decide to eat after day 1 of the park, choosing their wing roulette sharing platter to test ourselves against their spices.
Right.
Alright.
Just pick up a random one.
Yeah.
Random
okay.
one.
Random one. You go first. Straight in. Not hot.
It's fine.
Little tinge.
There's a little. Yeah.
Bit of an afterbite.
There's a little tingle there. Oh Jesus. This is hot.
Is it? Okay, I'm going to try that one.
It's not like hot. It's not like it's not
hot
like a
for me.
vindaloo, but that is
It's
hot.
hot for me. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, blue cheese sauce.
That's hot.
Oh, that's hot.
It's hot. It's really hot. That's too hot. It's probably not too hot, but it's hot for me.
Are you struggling?
No, I'm carrying on. Let's try this one.
I've gone for a cooler one. Tactical.
The tip of my tongue is on fire.
Yeah, it's quite warm. Oh dear.
Not funny, Henry. It hurts.
Do you go for another hot one?
I don't know. I didn't see the colour. I thought I went for a milder one, but maybe
Hot
not.
one again.
Maybe this stick of celery will help ease the pain.
Ugh.
That tastes even worse.
It's going smoothly. These are quite warming.
I don't think you'll find them as hot as I am.
I'm definitely not. I think I'm better with spice nowadays.
I wish I had your superpower. Oh, Jesus.
I've got one more left. Do you want to do the cooler one? I'll leave you the cooler one and I'll have the hot one.
Yeah, no?
No, I'll have the cooler one now.
Oh, thanks.
To be fair, that's cool. Oh yeah, it's the hot one. Okay, fair enough. I was like, that's got a lot of red on it, but yeah, it's the hot one.
Yeah, they did kind of make it obvious which ones were hotter than the other hot ones.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought a roulette would be like hit 50-50. You'd be like, oh, what's what?
Jeez. Whoa. Whoa, I'm not sure whether that was the heat or the blue cheese that just went down the side of my mouth. Okay. The back of my throat is afire. Look at you enjoying it.
It's good. I enjoyed that.
Well done.
Relatively mild, I'd say. Quite nice.
Yeah. Relatively mild.
Didn't even need no celery. Didn't eat that blue cheese dip. Yeah, have a chip.
Thank you, cameraman.
I'm fine.
It's still hot. It's still a lot hot. My tongue is absolutely burning.
Was that not good?
Yeah, chicken was good.
You have gone bright red.
How about
Yeah, you are.
Oh dear.
Fine.
It was hot.
Yeah,
I'll give it that. It was hot for me.
Yeah. How would you rate it other than that? What would you say portion size?
I could have done with more.
Could have done with more. I agree. Yeah, it was good.
Maybe more. Maybe like ones with no flavour on them. Throw them in. Nice bit of plain chicken.
Yeah, I reckon what they should do is like have a hot sauce that looks the same colour because it was a bit too obvious.
Yeah, it was way too obvious.
Yeah.
But it was hot.
Quite nice though. I liked it.
I'll wait till my mouth gets less numb and then I'll make a decision on that.
I think you're going to have ice cream.
With my tongue still on fire, we headed back to the shark cabins where I was subjected to condensation, leaking showers and a creepy Henry.
Let's get funky tonight. Oh yeah.
Day 2 begins wet and miserable, but that does not dampen our spirits as we head straight to the Swarm, Thorpe Park's wing coaster manufactured by Bollinger and MacLeod. It is here where I felt the compelling need to talk to Henry again. Okay Henry, when they opened Saw, well just before they opened Saw, the PR, which was known as being quite wacky at the time, decided to release this image about all their safety and that being a bit
too dangerous, and this is what they showed.
Oh gee, they're missing arms.
And
legs.
yeah, they thought that it would be good to release to the newspapers that this ride you could lose your legs on it.
Who would go on a ride if you lose your leg on it?
Well, they thought it would encourage more people to come. It was one of their PR stunts. And well, yeah, this was lack of foresight, because obviously another Merlin entertainment, of course, that unfortunately did happen. So I don't think they're going to be doing any stunts like that again.
Residing on its own, aptly named Swarm Island, the Swarm is the UK's only wing coaster and also the latest big addition ride to be made at Thorpe Park. A year after its 2012 opening, Thorpe Park rotated the last 2 rows of the ride backwards with the slogan "Brave it backwards." Presumably all those that wanted to brave it backwards did so rather quickly, as this new edition only lasted 3 years. The Swarm Island is littered with wrecked emergency service vehicles as well as other urban motifs.
I don't know what the motives of the London rioters were, but I don't think it was kind of themed area at Thorpe Park.
Without much further ado, we board this ride.
Lovely screen laying back, lovely.
That's a nice blinding sun.
Yeah, Jesus. Nice view of the park, to be fair.
Yeah, well, of amateur, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at all that lovely empty land.
We've got loads of space out here. They've got bloody loads of space.
Yeah.
With the Swarm conquered, we cross past the dome to the most southern roller coaster in the park. Based on the Saw film franchise, the 2009 Gert Slauer Eurofighter coaster, unsurprisingly named Saw the Ride, represents Thorpe Park's move into licensed rebranding. Riders attempt to escape Jigsaw whilst facing one of the steepest freefall drops in the world. I, for one, hope that the Saw license is lost. This ride reverts back to its development name, Project Dylan. Due to Thorpe Park's strict non-filming policy on rides and Saw's situation mainly indoors or out of bounds of the park, we have decided to use stock footage to illustrate our experiences here.
Oh look, there's a little pocket. He's not even talking to us. That's really cheaply done.
Yeah. Also, it shakes a lot. Okay, I choose to live.
Yeah, I chose to live, thank you, mate. Oh my god! Oh my absolute
Jesus.
god! Oh no, is it about to do it again? Okay, let's... That's a very slow corkscrew.
Yeah, don't like it. Oh, Jesus, man. Oh, vertical lift hill. I hate these.
Oh, lift hill, my friend.
Oh. Right, it's getting over. Come on.
Alright, we'll get off now. No hands!
No, I'm not no hands in it. Alright, I'm not no hands in it. I'm no hands in it. Even though it's the vertical lift hill I hate. I always hold on to these. I hate these so much. Oh, I hate this so much.
Well, it's just like lying down on your back, Henry.
It doesn't feel like that at all because all my weight's on my shoulders.
I'm waiting for what this feels like.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, that's nice enough.
Oh.
Okay, let's just go. Oh! Oh wow.
I said so, that's a rough ride, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Now that was painful. Never again. Never. That hurt.
That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
That hurt a lot.
Oh wow. Wow. Well, I was not expecting any of that. That was fun. The last stop of the day is Tidal Wave. Situated in Thorpe Park's best themed area, Amity Cove, a small American village devastated by the tidal wave, the Shoot the Chutes water ride by Hopkins Ride is fully embedded in the lore and theming of the area. At 85.8 feet, Tidal Wave happened to be the tallest water ride in Europe for its first 2 years after its opening in 2000. The ominous splash may be a bad omen for what we're about to experience. Nice and dry up here.
Smile for the camera, then they won't see it.
You know what? I immediately regret this. Whoa! Oh! Oh!
Oh my god.
Very, very, very cold. That has gone into places I did not want it to go.
Say that again.
Maybe we shouldn't have done that on a cold day. Freezing.
Really, really cold. Wasn't a good idea at all.
No, especially not on a cold day.
Yeah, it wasn't a good end to the day.
I'm not sure whether I need a wee or I've had a wee. So Henry, to summarise Thorpe Park, what was your favourite ride? I know it wasn't Tidal Wave.
Definitely not Tidal Wave. That's actually a good question because there's quite a few I liked. I'd probably say either Swarm or Nemesis Inferno.
Okay, yeah, Swarm was definitely up there for me. Swarm was Stealth for me, but this park does have 5 really good rides. When they say they've got 5 big rides, they do.
Yeah.
Colossus, Nemesis Inferno, Stealth, the Swarm and Soar. Really good rides. If they were just, you know, one of those rides at a park, people would be going to it. What did you think about the hotel experience?
It was a bit cramped and it was a bit like a coffin now and again, or a prison cell.
It was tiny.
I think the Infinity Bar and the food was quite nice though.
Yeah, that was alright. The hot wings were hot though. They were hot and we don't pretend they weren't.
I was fine with the hot wings. Yeah.
What would you change about the park? Would you think it's the best park out there?
I think there's a lot of like empty space that could fill all the things. And I think other than the Angry Birds, the branding seems a bit weird, like when they brought brands in to sponsor.
Yeah, there's a lot of franchises
that
that
just
just
to fit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very intense. It's a very intense day out. It's shattering, isn't it?
Yeah, knackered.
Well, they need a few like dark rides or something quiet in between because oh my god, I am shattered. I'm soaked. I'm shattered. Lovely ride, lovely park. I would 100% recommend it. But yeah, I think that's it, Henry. Last question. Do you have £3 for the heatwave tryers?
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Okay, let's have a look. And so concludes our 2-day trip to Thorpe Park. With bus, hotel, park access and food coming to £179.95 per person, we hope you enjoyed our stay and shall join us on another adventure. Goodbye for now.